Community Action News with Rick Godley, CAN. Remember, when you can't, maybe together we can. Community Action News, CAN.
Rick Talk.
Welcome back. I'm Rick Godley. We are in Black Rifle Coffee Company interviewing author, Southern fantasy author, April Lynn of When Fate Collides, When Truth Collides. But yet there's this other book that just popped up, and it's called Born with a Broken Heart, Faith Through Congenital Heart Disease. And I said, well, April, let's talk about this. What is this? What is this?
Congenital heart disease is basically where problem structures are formed within or around the heart muscle. Most of the time it's at birth or presented right after birth. However, not always. Sometimes it's presented during childhood, your physicals, yearly whatever exams, sometimes when the kids go out for their physicals for school sports. And unfortunately, sadly, sometimes it's not even discovered until an autopsy.
Well, I'm thinking of some famous basketball players and football players that they expire long before they should, and they found out that there is a congenital heart disease. Okay, so talk about born with a broken heart. How is this relevant to you?
I was born with multiple congenital heart defects, an ASD, a BSD, and a PDA, and I had open heart surgery when I was 6.
Go a little bit slower through that alphabet soup there and explain a little bit what it is.
ASD is atrial septal defect, and then the VSD is a ventricular, and then I had a patent ductus arteriosus.
Mm-hmm.
That one never fully closed, but I'm still here, so thank the Lord for that. But yes, it can be, as far as other CHDs, what I like to tell people is one of the main questions people want to ask, well, what's the worst one out there? And there's really technically not one. It's the one that your loved one was born with.
The one you have is the worst one. All right, so this is faith through congenital heart disease. Touch on a little bit of that, because faith is the evidence of things hoped for and the substance of things not seen. So I see some evidence and I feel some substance. So talk about how your faith got you through, or is getting you through.
Absolutely. So for me, I've always been, I was raised in church, believed in God, accepted him as my Lord and Savior. And I've never doubted him, because anytime I had open heart surgery, anytime I could feel that presence and I would know he was there and everything was okay. And worst case scenario, I don't make it through, I know that there's a better place for me and I'm okay with that. But as far as growing up in school with kids that are cruel, developing and everything like that, I was made fun of a lot. I hit my lowest. I got pretty low, in life for a while. And I was ashamed of my open heart, my scar. But now I'm love it. Hey, that saved me, so.
Well, let's touch a little bit if you want, and if it's too sensitive, don't go there. But the bullying, we always hear about it. We feel so bad about it. What can we do about it? And I almost want to say this. I'm going to say it. Sometimes these kids don't know what they're doing, or do they know what they're doing? And I know there's not one answer that fits all.
So I don't believe that they fully know. And this is telling my age a little bit. I was in middle school in the mid-90s. And that was dressing out and everything. And the girls, they were horrible, just horrendous, because, I didn't develop like most girls my age and everything. And you report it to a teacher, but the teacher didn't fully see the problem with it. Oh, just girls being girls. You got to grow thick skin,
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that. I think that, words can hurt almost as much as,
Totally. That's 100%. Matter of fact, that phrase, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, is totally a false and a lie out of the pit of hell, because the word words contains the same letter as sword. So they do cut, they do bite, they do hurt. So folks, let's watch our words. And that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words, they hurt.
Yeah.
They hurt and they stick.
As a matter of fact, this morning I had to do some heart testing at Advanced Cardiovascular in Shreveport. And, you know, that's the best place to go if you have heart problems. But I was sitting there thinking, man, it's gonna be a long day. But you know what? I wouldn't change it for anything because it's I'm here. So
Where can folks get Born with a Broken Heart?
so that one's also available on Amazon and ebook and Kindle Unlimited.
And then are you, and obviously I would just, you know, are you willing to go anywhere to talk about this? Because I would think this would be
Absolutely.
but don't overdo it is my guess. But
So I have
you
actually
do speaking engagements.
I have actually reached out to some churches in the Shreveport-Bossier because that's where I'm from.
Right.
But I'm willing, I mean, like Ruston, Farmville, Monroe, West Monroe. I'm willing to go and travel and tell my testimony and talk about that. Like, I love talking about CHD and about how it's shaped me and made me who I am. And because honestly, somewhere along the line, I found the courage to write, to talk about it. And for the longest, I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to have any part about it. And now I love being a CHD advocate.
Awesome. Awesome. And if you want to reach out for April Lynn, she's on social media, author April Lynn. Get her booked up. Pun fully intended. Get her book up as well. So thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. Please drive carefully and arrive home safely. Good night.